In this tutorial, I'm going to discuss a very interesting problem, find the town judge. So the problem statement is, in a town, there are n people labeled from 1 to n. There is a rumor that one of these people is secretly the town judge. And if the town judge exists, then the town judge trusts nobody and everybody trusts the town judge. For example, in a town, imagine there are 4 people, 1, 2, 3, 4. And suppose 4 is the town judge, so all these 3 people trust this 4th person, and this is the town judge, so it does not trust anyone. And there is exactly one person that satisfy properties 1 and 2, and you are given trust an array of pairs. So at each index, 2 values are given, a and b, representing that person a trusts the label trust the person label B. So A trust B. And if the town judge exists and can be identified, return the label of the town judge, otherwise return -1. Let's understand this problem statement through an example. So in the first example, there exist 2 people, so 1 and 2, and the first person trusts the second person and second person does not trust the first person, so the output is 2. So remember these 2 conditions: the town judge trusts nobody and everybody trusts the town judge. So only 2 person is there, so first trust the second one and second does not trust anyone. So second is the answer, second is the town judge. And now in the second example, so the value of n is 3, so 3 person, so there are 3 person in the town, so first person trusts the third person and second person trusts the third person, and the third person does not trust the first and second person, so third is the town judge, so the output is 3. And in the third example, the value of n is 3, so there are 3 person, so first person trust the third person, so let me write it down. First person trusts the third person, second person trusts the third one, and the third person trusts the first one, so definitely the output is -1. So in this example, there does not exist a person who does not trust anyone. I mean, every person trusts other person, and to be eligible for the town judge, the town judge trust nobody and everybody trusts the town judge, so that's why we return -1. And in the fourth example, there exists 3 person, 1, 2, 3, so first trust second and second trust third, so we return -1. So to be eligible for the town judge, everybody trusts the town judge. So for example, if 2 is the town judge, then 1 and 3 should trust 2, and 2 does not trust anyone. And if 3 is to be a town judge, then 1 and 2 trust 3 and 3 does not trust anyone. So there does not exist a scenario, I mean 1 trusts 2 and 2 trusts 3, but no one, I mean all of them does not trust any one person, so that's why we return -1. And in the last example, there exist 4 person, 1, 2, 3, 4, and first trust third person, so first also trust fourth one, second trust third and fourth, so second also trust this person and this person, and the fourth trust the third person, so everyone trusts this person, third person, and third does not trust anyone, so 3 is the output, so 3 is the town judge. So here are few constraints. So the value of n is between 1 to 1000, and this array, so the length of this array is less than equal to 10,000, and all these pairs are unique, and this one, element A and B should never be equal, so this one, this fourth condition, and the value of A is always greater than equal to 1, and the value of B is always less than equal to n. So this is the problem statement, and now let's discuss multiple approaches to solve this problem. Let's discuss our first approach to solve this problem, and in this approach we will use hash map to solve this problem. So in this problem we have to find the town judge, and town judge is the person who does not trust anyone and everyone trust him. It means if there is 4 person, then n minus 1 person trust him. So 1 is the town judge. So out of 4 person, if 1 is the town judge, it means n minus 1. It means 3 person trust him and he does not trust anyone. To solve this problem, first step is to create a map of person and whom he trusts. For example, person 1 trust 3 and 4, person 3 and 4, person 2 trust person 3 and 4, 4 trust person 3. So first we need to create a map of each person and whom he trusts. So let's create a map of each person and whom he trusts. So the map should be of integer and list of integer type. So every person can trust multiple persons. So the value should be a list of integers. So let's create a map first, then we will see the next step. So let's traverse this 2D array and take each pair at a time. So each pair is like, let's say the first pair is 1 3. It denotes that this person trust this person. So this is the key and this is the value, and one person can trust multiple persons, so the value should be a list of integers. So what we can do is we can traverse this 2D array and we get this pair. So first this pair, then we check, is the value present against this key? Is there any value present in a map against this key? So no, initially the map is empty, so we get null. So when we get null, we initialize this list and then we add this value and then we put them in a map. So we put 1 and then in a map, let's say we put 3 here, and then in next iteration we get this pair, and again we check, is there any value exist against this key 1? Yes, we get a list, and in this list we get only one value, 3. So then what we do is we put this value and then we put them in a map. So we add this value and then put them in a map. So for this person, it denote this person trust these 2 person. Then similarly for next iteration we get this pair, so we put 2 and then 3, and then in next iteration we get this pair. So record already exists for this key, then we put 4 here, and similarly we put 4 and then 3. So now we know each person and whom he trusts. So the next step is to traverse this collection of values and check how many people trust this person 3, how many people trust this person 4. So once we know how many people trust this person, how many people trust this person, then the final step is to check that everyone trusts this person and this person does not trust anyone. So let's go step by step. So let's first create a map where what we do is we iterate this collection of values. So the first element of this collection is 3 4. So 3 does not exist in a map, so let's increment its count. It's trusted by 1 person, then 4 is trusted by 1 person, then in next record is 3 4 again, so let's increment 1 and 4 also. Then the next record is 3, increment 1 and 4 is 2. So 3 is trusted by 3 people. So this person is trusted by 3 people and this person is trusted by 2 people. So here is the code. So where the key and value is of integer type, and then we traverse this collection of values and we created a map where we check how many people trusted this person, how many people trusted this people. Then the final step is to take this key, so let's say this one, and check that it so the value, so let's say if I take this 3, so to be the town judge, what are the 2 conditions? So that everyone trusts this person and this person should not trust anyone. So if this condition needs to be true, it means n minus 1 person should trust this person. So out of 4, 1 is the town judge, so 3 persons should trust this person and this person should not trust anyone. So what we can do is we can check what its count. So its count is 3. Is it equal to n minus 1? Yes. And does it trust anyone? And how we check whether it trusts anyone or not? We check in this map that does this person exist, does this person trust anyone. So if the key is not found in this map, it means this person does not trust anyone. So it means we found the town judge and we return this label. So we return 3. And if the town judge is not found, then we return -1. So this is the one way to solve this problem, and in next approach we will see how we can optimize this approach. So now let's talk about its time and space complexity. So its time complexity is O(n) and its space complexity is also O(n). So now let's discuss our next approach, in which we see how we can solve this problem efficiently. Let's see how we can optimize our previous solution, and before checking the codes, let's first understand what's the logic behind it. So the value of n is 4, so there are 4 person. And to be eligible for town judge, so there are 2 conditions. So everyone trust this person and this person should not trust anyone. And in this array given a list of pairs, so in each pair, so we have the information that this person trusts this person. So the person 1 trusts person 3 and 4. So person 1 trusts 3 and person 4, and person 2 trusts person 3 and person 4, and person 4 trusts person 3. So by drawing this graph, we know that this person, everyone trusts this person and this person does not trust anyone. So what we can do is we can declare 2 array. So and the size of this array is n plus 1. So we have 4 person and array indexes start from 0. So we have to keep the size n plus 1. And what we can do is in this array we keep the count at every index. We keep the count how many person trust him, and in this array at each index we keep count, I mean this person trust how many persons. So let's see, in the first record we have this pair 1 and 3. So this person trusts this person. So let's increment its count and also increment this count. Then in the next record, this person trusts this person. So let's increment its count and also increment its count as well. So this person trusts this person. So let's increment its count. So and also increment this count. Similarly, increment this count and also increment this count. And for this record, let's increment this count and this count. And to be eligible for the town judge, so the value I mean n minus 1, everyone, so in excluding itself, everyone trusts this person and he does not trust anyone. So what we can do is from 1 to n we iterate the array and we check at any index is the value equals to, in this array is the value equal to n minus 1, and in this array is the value equal to 0. It means that everyone trusts this person and this person does not trust anyone. So we return this index. So when we traverse this array, we found this index where everyone trusts this person and this person does not trust anyone. So we return this index, which is 3. So this is the logic behind this approach. And now let's talk about its time and space complexity. So its space complexity is O(n). And what about its time complexity? We traversing this complete 2D array. So its time complexity is also O(n). So that's it for this video tutorial. For more such programming videos, you can subscribe our YouTube channel. You can visit our website, which is https://webrewrite.com. And thanks for watching this video, and please don't forget to like this video.